Alright, it's that time I lost twice. Let's talk about it. Can we load, please? Alright. So, this is what happened yesterday. Okay. What we were looking at. Okay. Start with the 4 hour. I was a little conflicted. I didn't know which way I wanted the market to go. Like where I thought the market would go. Okay. First thing I noticed. Okay. We had this big new week opening gap. Okay. We have not tapped into this new week opening gap yet. So we're still waiting for this to be tapped into. We're pretty bearish, but we also did just swoop out some lows right here at the time and kind of started making hourly bearish bullish SMTs. So I wanted to see, this is kind of one of those days where it's pretty neutral, and I wanted to see how the market would react to it. My determining factor was more on the hourly. The hourly, okay, we had just inversed this fair value gap, but it didn't really, nothing really fully used it until we inversed this fair value gap. This was the fair value gap that I was playing on for being bullish, and also the same one for being bearish. So if we respected the fair value gap, I would most likely think that we were going to be bearish. If we disrespected it, then I would most likely think that we were going to be bullish. So what happened during the day? As we can see here, we come out, immediately break structure to the upside, which lets me know that maybe we, could be going somewhere and doing something. So we come up, we tap into this hourly fair value gap, respect this fair value gap, but then we start having a big retracement. Right here, we broke structure. And then we hit equilibrium after that break of structure, which made me pretty, see equilibrium right here, which made me pretty confident. We had just tapped into this hourly fair value gap with a big retracement, also inversing the previously respected 5-minute fair value gap. This let me know that, hey, maybe this is the move. This is the setup. I waited for a break of structure, which we got right here. We immediately reversed, which I lost. And then we actually immediately broke structure, 5-minute structure, to the upside. So I went, okay, maybe I could be incorrect. This, maybe we're still going up. So I wanted to wait for, even though we had broke up, and I was looking if I was going for buys for a continuation like this, break of structure, equilibrium, could have put in right here, potentially, like somewhere in between one of these, but I wanted to wait for a inverse fair value gap for that hourly. So we inversed it on the 5-minute. I actually put in the trade for the 1 minute because it was at the same time we inversed it in the 5-minute and the 1 minute. Put it in. We hit this spot of liquidity, but I didn't want to take profits out because it was at 0.76 to 1. I did not like that ratio. So I didn't, but that was the only spot of liquidity that we actually hit, and then we had a big retracement off of it. Going down and retapping into this fair value gap and then going back up. But past this, we had already taken 2 trades. That's the end of my trading day. So that's what happened. Overall, not that bad. Just, things happen like that. So let's talk about what I believe is gonna happen today. Let's go to the 4 hour and see what's going on. So first thing I see, again, we still have this new week opening gap that we want to be targeting at some point in time. We have this high, as well as this high. We had swooped out lows. Let's check on S&P. New week opening gap. This high, this high, this high. Still very bullish and big bullish structure. Swooping out lows. Do we have any bearish SMTs? If we would, it would probably be on this one right here. Let's see. No, we don't. Tapping into this fair value gap that has not been tapped into yet. Let's check the hourly. We just we just broke structure to the downside. We're probably going to be looking for a sales continuation trade, is my guess. We have this high. We have we don't have much to target. We don't have much to target besides London lows, and then we have a couple of hourly lows that we could target over here. But I mean, those would be our lows. We already actually hit this one, so that one is not valid. We're still on the hourly here. Okay. I just want to see. Yeah, we just has broke structure. We have this fair value gap that we had just tapped into. I do want to be looking for that fair value gap, because if we inverse this one, we could be changing structure. Not on this chart though. If we were to show changing structure, it would be this one, which at that point we would already break structure. So I wouldn't even mark the fair value gap here. But if I do want anything, it looks like I'd be wanting a continuation trade to the downside to most likely London lows, if not these lows right here. Actually just all this low, these lows right here. But no, there's no fair value gaps here. Also, if we inverse this fair value gap, we also break structure as well. But those would be the targets most likely of the day. I would rather we are in such big bullish structure. Bearish structure, that I don't think so. This would also be, I think, a determining factor for buys. If we were to get up to here, we'd most likely fill this full BPA all the way to these highs. So if we get up to here, I'd probably want buys. Like if we clear these highs, if we break structure above these highs, we'd probably want buys. But besides that, I think we're going to be wanting to swoop 5-minute lows, and that's about it. Probably like the lows that we're making now, these lows maybe, or maybe even this hourly. I'm sorry, highs, because we want sells. But I lost like $1,100 yesterday. It wasn't that bad. It was cool. It wasn't that deep. Again, I've been learning a lot recently, so I do watch TJR every day. Like, I watch his live streams, but I don't take his exact trades, but I do listen to what he does, because it's good to hear. But would I take his trades? No. Just because, like, yes, he does what he does, but again, I am a different trader than him. I see the markets different than him. I'm not going to just copy somebody. But that's today. Also, I did not. I was not consistent yesterday. I did. It was my rest day for gym. That's not. I also didn't clean my room and shit like that before I got in the game. So I'm gonna put an X on there because I was not consistent, and that is. And I also did not make a video. This is my video for that. But that's what happens. It's okay. We move, you know. We're not going to let it happen 2 days in a row. We're going to go work out today, and it's going to be a great day. Let y'all know what happens after market. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.